Hello, I am Kelsey Thorvalson, and I am doing a podcast for the National Public Radio. Today, I am going to be talking about music, specifically Peter Tchaikovsky and his Violin Concerto in D major. Tchaikovsky was a Russian composer of the Romantic era. He was born in 1840 on May 7th and died in 1893 on November 6th at the age of 53. Tchaikovsky was one of the most famous composers of his time. He made an impression internationally from Europe to the United States, even though he was from Russia. For a while, Tchaikovsky was not musically educated, as such a thing did not exist in Russia at this time, but eventually St. Petersburg Conservatory came about and offered this type of education, which Tchaikovsky soon took advantage of, and after some time he graduated in 1865. Currently I am playing his Violin Concerto in D major, and I'm about to play part of the finale. So what you just heard was the finale Allegro Vivacissimo, which is in D major. The entire concerto is scored for a solo violin, violin, viola, cello, and bass, 2 flutes, 2 oboes, 2 clarinets in both A and B flat, 2 bassoons, 4 horns, 2 trumpets, and a timpani. There are 3 movements: Allegro Moderato, which is in D major, Canzonetta Andante, which is in G minor, and Finale Allegro Vivacissimo, which is in D major, which is what I just played. Tchaikovsky wrote this piece in a resort on the shores of Lake Geneva in Switzerland. Tchaikovsky was here trying to recover from a depression caused by his recently failed marriage with Antonina Milikova. Tchaikovsky was in Geneva with his former student, Josef Kotek. Josef was a violinist, and since Tchaikovsky was not, he was a pianist, Josef helped him with the solo violin part of the concerto. Writing this piece brought Tchaikovsky out of his depression, and he soon began writing more and more pieces. So that's all we have for today's episode. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you next time.